Hello and welcome to the demonstration of PTEM, Pathwave Test Executive for Manufacturing. Today's software demo is going to talk about the creation and the usage of variables in your PTEM test development. Every test plan needs to use variables at some point of time, be it holding a return response of a measurement from an instrument or a temporary storage of parameters for processing. You will need variables in your test plan. So let's start by understanding the variables that PTEM has. First, we have the system variables. These variables are generic runtime parameters that are always available when you execute your test plan. Parameters like date time, DUT serial numbers, names, and results, all these are system variables. Next, we have the user variables. User variables are test plan specific. Typically, it follows the test plan wherever the test plan goes. These variables will be the ones that you use to store test step parameters like test limits or measurements. So they are more of an application specific in this case. And user variables are further separated into internal and external variables. Using internal variables is a fast and easy way to create and add variables into a test plan. These are saved as part of the test plan, which makes them untransferable. So you will not be able to export them and use them in other test plans. On the other hand, we have got external variables that are saved separately in an XML file. This allows you to share the variables with other test plans. So by using external variables, you don't need to keep creating the same set of variables each time when you start a new test development. Now let's go ahead and create variables for our test plan. Variables can be created from the User Variables panel, or you can also create them by right-clicking any parameters in a test step. So in this panel, we can create new external variable files, and we can also link existing files into our test plan. Let's link one that I already have. We can also create new variables using the Add button and select to add them as an internal or external variables. Now I have added an integer variable called integer results and added it in as an internal variable in this case. Now let's see how we can add variables from the test step itself. We have a simple addition step here that will add up two integer variables together, and at the input parameters, we do a right click and select to assign that parameter as a variable. Then we can select which variable to assign to. So in this case, we will use the integer 1 and 2 for the values of the input 1 and 2 parameters. And as for the output, I'll assign it to the integer result variable that I created earlier on. So when we execute the test plan, we will get the results of the addition in the integer result variable. Here we have the string concat step that joins two string variables together. So let's assign the string variables to them accordingly. And then we can run the test plan again to take a look at the results. Alright, let's give the test plan a run and see what we get. There you go. We got two strings combined successfully, and the print step at the end of the test plan simply prints out the two result variables onto the output panels. Okay, so that's all for today's demo on how to create and use variables in PTEM. If you find the demo useful, please like and share the videos. There are also other useful demos that you can find in the Keysight Hands-On channel in YouTube. So do go over and check them out. That's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching and stay tuned for our next demo.